What's up guys, my name is Aaron. Today I'm going to be reviewing Neo Yokio. Neo Yokio is a Netflix animated show, basically in the style of a Japanese anime. It's created by Ezra Koenig of Vampire Weekend, and it stars Jaden Smith, Jude Law, Jason Schwartzman, Tavi Gevinson, Desus Mero, Sarandon, a lot of different people, and it's basically about this young guy, Kaz, who's this like rich guy in this kind of futuristic society. He's also like a demon hunter, and it's just really kind of navigating his life while navigating like the society and him having to fight demons and stuff. I saw the trailer for this and I was pretty interested. I didn't know anything about it before the trailer, but I did see Ezra Koenig's name on it and I was like, why is he doing an animated show? I thought that was kind of weird, but it made me kind of interested, and the cast is pretty stacked for a show like this. So I was interested in that, basically based off of like how crazy the trailer looked to me. While I don't think this is like an amazing show by any means, I think this is an enjoyable show with some flaws, but I think this is a pretty entertaining show overall. I think one of the things I like about the show was definitely the look of it. I'm not talking about the animation, which I'm going to get to later, but I think the ideas of like the architecture and the buildings and stuff like that, it's really cool. It kind of blends like Japanese and New York style together, and it makes it something really kind of different. I just like all this different stuff. Like you could see like these like mecha robots just like flying around everywhere, these drones and stuff. There's like these underground water tunnels that you can like drive through and stuff. To me, it just looks really cool, just like the aesthetic and the look of it. It kind of has that futuristic look that I like. I think the idea of a rich young guy kind of navigating his way through society, and he just so happens to be a demon hunter, exercising demonic souls out of people's bodies. It's just kind of an interesting idea, and I just think the overall premise and the design of the show just looked really cool to me. I also thought the show was pretty funny. I'm not sure how intentional that is, but I was laughing pretty regularly throughout the show. Kaz, the main character, is this like really disaffected young guy who is basically done with life. Like whenever like he talks with his aunt Agatha, who's played by Susan Sarandon, he basically like says that he's feeling really melancholic right now, or he's feeling really depressed right now. He can't do anything to anything that she even says. Just the way that he says it, it just seems like he's like in his own TV show, you know what I mean? And he's just, the world just revolves around him. And I don't know, I just think that's really funny, just him just saying, being that upfront about it and stuff. I also thought that the other character, Helena, who's played Tavi Gevinson, I thought that she was pretty funny as this like young woke person and stuff who really didn't like society's preoccupation with society and status and stuff like that. It was really interesting seeing that. Desus and Mero on the show as friends, and they basically do their thing, and I thought they're always good for a laugh. And just like the things that they talk about with society and stuff, Jason Schwartzman is in the show and he's the bully, and he always gets a good amount of laughs in the show too. I don't know, I'm not sure if they're really trying to be funny with the show, but I laughed a lot at just the ridiculous things they were saying in this like really deadpan way. I thought it was pretty hilarious. And I also think the voice acting for the show is pretty good. I've seen this in a couple of reviews and stuff that the voice acting is bad, but I think it really matches with the type of characters they're playing. Like Jaden Smith as Kaz and Tavi Gevinson as Helena, as these like really disaffected young adults who's just disillusioned with society. I think that's really perfect if you've seen like Jaden Smith's tweets and just how he acts and stuff, and Tavi Gevinson in her movie that she did Person to Person. I think she really nails that aspect really well. Jude Law as this like haughty British mecha robot who's like a butler to Kaz. I think that's perfect casting. Jason Schwartzman, who's probably my favorite casting in the show, as like Kaz's douchebag arch nemesis who just can't stop messing with him. I think that's absolutely perfect, and I think Jason Schwartzman did a really great job with that role. Now, the characters might not be the best, but I think the casting is so spot on, and the actors really did a good job personifying them as types, you know what I mean? Now, what I didn't really like about the show was the animation. Like I said, I think the overall premise and the idea of the look of the show was cool to me. I think the actual animation was terrible. It really seemed really choppy and cheap, and it just felt really amateurish to me. I'm not really that big on animation stuff, so I might not be the best judge of that type of stuff, but it just seemed really kind of crappy to me, just the quality of it. I know Ezra Koenig hasn't done a show before and this is his debut, but I don't think Netflix should have allowed something this kind of crude to be aired. It just really reminded me of like the first season of the Boondocks, but even worse than that. I thought the first season of the Boondocks was kind of acceptable, but this is just really bad to me. I also think that the premise of the idea of the show is really interesting, but the execution of it just kind of left a lot to be desired. The plot basically has the same structure throughout the 6-episode run. Kaz is feeling melancholic about something. He's wrapped into this situation or this thing with his aunt or by somebody else. He fights doing that type of thing, but then he eventually does it, and then repeat over 6 episodes. I think the overall arc of the show didn't really feel all that well defined to me. I didn't really understand, I don't know, what the point of it was, and I feel like they kind of forgot certain things throughout the show too, like in the midway part of it, like Kaz being a demon hunter. They really didn't do anything with like the last 3 episodes or whatever. I don't know, I just felt like the show kind of needed like a tighter person behind it to me. It kind of felt really loose, even though it's only 6 episodes. And I think the message was, this is a good message, I think, but it didn't really feel all that well defined to me. It's something about like the rich and the entitled, how they act and stuff, and like society and stuff, but to me it really didn't feel like the show really did all that much with that in detail. It was kind of like surface level compared to other things that I've seen, but overall I think this is an enjoyable show. I thought it was pretty funny, just the deadpan nature of it, and the voice acting really did a good job selling that. I don't think it was executed all that well to me. I think that there are definitely a lot of things that could be fixed upon if this has a second season or more seasons in the future. Overall though, I would probably give this like a 6 out of 10. I thought it was entertaining, but I think that it can really be tightened and improved upon in future seasons of the show. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Neo Yokio. What are your guys' thoughts? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments what you thought, and thanks for watching. Thanks, guys.